everyone and welcome back to my channel So Happy. In today's video I'm going to be showing you my vintage pattern collection. So these aren't just any vintage patterns, these are original vintage patterns from the actual time in which they were printed and things like that. So I absolutely love vintage style, as many of you can tell. I just always have found an identity with it. I've never really been someone who looks at the fresh trends and gets really excited unless there's some sort of vintage element to them. I love vintage patterns because the cover art is just always so unbelievably stunning, and I think we need to look at it as cover art because the figures are completely unrealistic. Like their boobs do like this, they're like little, and of course we have to remember that they would have worn different underwear then, but still the boobs were incredibly pointy. So I haven't actually sewn any of these vintage patterns apart from one, which I'll show you, but unfortunately I don't have the finished garment as this was years ago. I mean, this is when, like back in 2011, 2012, I made the first dress I'm going to show you out of a light blue fabric with pink strawberries on, and it was really cute, but I just grew out of it style-wise. It was so kitsch. It was like there's kitsch and then there's kitsch. I'm really looking forward to showing you these vintage patterns because I think they're just so beautiful, and my plan is to one day when I have my own studio to frame these in like really beautiful box frames so that the frame doesn't crush the pattern, and have them on my wall. So the first one I have to show you is this one. This is Simplicity pattern number 2082, and this is it here, if it's going to zoom. This is a really beautiful pattern. This is the first vintage pattern I ever picked up, and this is the dress I made. It's sort of like a day dress you can wear in the house, and it wraps around and it has this really beautiful button detailing here. I think the illustration is just absolutely gorgeous. But this is really funny. So this is a size 16 and the bust is 36 and the hip is 38. So it just gives you a really good idea about how sizing has changed. But this is the back of the packet. So you can see here the sort of layout that they had, and it's just, oh, I just love it. I just think it's absolutely beautiful, and I love the button tab. I actually created a skirt inspired by this one with these pockets. It was the Christine Haynes, or Christina Haynes, oh my god, emery dress. I will put a picture here, and I actually recreated this pocket sort of inspiration onto that dress. So it just shows that if you have a few vintage patterns in your stash, you can have a look at how they've done the details and recreate it yourself. But yes, these girls are just so gorgeous. Oh, so beautiful. This is the second one. As you can see, this one's in a packet, so it's a lot better protected, and it's got these really cute girls on the front. I absolutely love the colours. They're so autumnal and beautiful, and they've got these really cute lace collars, and I love the fact that they're wearing little white gloves. This is from, I'm assuming this is from the late 50s, early 60s. So this is a teen pattern, which is a size 14, and the bust is 34, which makes me laugh a lot. And it even says that Miss Rachel to pay on the packet, which is quite funny. But again, this is another Simplicity pattern, and I just absolutely love the colours in this one. I think it's just so beautiful, and the style of the drawing as well is just utterly gorgeous. So yeah, I absolutely love this one. And look at the line drawing on the back. It's so exaggerated, like this working drawing, like the fullness of the skirt. I'm not sure how much. Okay, I mean, look in the fullness of that skirt. That's crazy. Wonder how much fabric you need. It's probably quite a lot. Teen and junior one piece with detachable cummerbund belt and detachable collar and cuffs. Wow, options. I forgot to mention Rosa from Sewn bought me these two patterns as a present, which was really nice of her. So we did a sort of like exchange. I got some fabric and she got me these patterns because she didn't have any change. It's quite funny. But yeah, anyway. So this is the second one. This one is just so beautiful. This is a blouse pattern. As you can see, oh, it's just so gorgeous. Look how cheeky she is. She's like, oh, hey, welcome to the office. Can you imagine that was office wear? Yes. But I love this lady's hair. It's just so glamorous, and the pink and the red together. It just looks great. Another Simplicity pattern, designed in New York, made in Great Britain. But this is the last Simplicity pattern I have to show you, but can we just, oh my goodness. Yes, it is. Look at these colors and the shoes and everything about this pattern, and look at the jewelry. Girls got it going on. But yeah, I just, oh, and the hat, it's like this is a one-piece dress with 2 skirts and a detachable collar and cuffs. They were all about the detachable stuff. Yes, it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love the 2 colours of the yellow and blue together. I just think they're really, really beautiful, and I can't wait to be able to have these framed on my wall. I should just frame them and put them up now, but I'm kind of like holding out for that studio. I think this is the oldest one because this looks like it could possibly be late 40s or very, very early 50s. It was definitely still when fabric was rationed. This is just me looking at it with my brain. I could be wrong, but the way they've done the illustration and even the typography suggests it's very 1940s, and the way that the fabric is gathered above the bust does indicate roughly that this would have been during the time when fabrics were rationed. But it's just absolutely gorgeous, and this is the typography I mean, this sort of look. This is very, very 40s, very sort of wartime rationing of fabrics. I'm not sure where this one's from. It looks British by the way of the colours and everything. Oh my goodness. So this has got like a back book to it, and this is on the back of it, which is so beautiful. Look at her. So yeah, so cool. A pleated frock. I love that they're called dresses frocks. I think we need to bring that back. Ooh, look at you dear in your nice frock. So this is another drawing of the piece, and here it's got all these details and like how to sew it, and just, oh my goodness, it's so, so beautiful. I wish I knew when this is from, but I'm just using my my skills to sort of guesstimate when this was from, which era it's from. But everything, like, oh, it's even got sewing tips. Look, sewing hints. This is just so gorgeous. Bust 32. Oh my god, my waist is a size 32, never mind my bust. Okay, so this is the bottom of the pattern has absolutely no gusset, so this is the pattern tissue itself. It looks like someone's drawn, oh my goodness, someone's written on it. Oh wow. So not only is this a pattern, this is actually a piece of history. I should probably be, oh, that's lipstick. Oh my goodness. Look. Bodice front. I have a feeling that they've traced the original pattern. The original pattern may be gone. You can see there it says bodice front, and it's got lipstick on it, which is quite creepy, if you want me to be honest, but also very interesting. So I have a feeling that this was a traced pattern. But look at the notches on the garment. That's crazy. So this is another pattern. I have a feeling that this may possibly be just after the rationing, by the way the skirt's quite full. It is a circle skirt, and the hairstyle as well is quite wavy, but you can see it's just so beautiful. I'm not sure where this one's from. It's called a Best Way pattern. I've never heard of this company. It's a British company. Okay. So with Silco 100-yard reels. That's nice. Oh wow, again this opens a bit like a sort of flat lay envelope, and some of the instructions for making the pattern is here. Wow, that is incredible. I'm trying to be so careful with these because I haven't actually had a really good peek myself because I'm a bit scared, but you know, seeing as I've already opened it, I might as well show you. And again, here's the pattern. You've got the stamp there, which is really cool. So this is one of those whole patterns from the time. I'm not sure the exact wording for it, but this is what they traditionally look like. I'm going to be very careful with this. This actually feels in quite good condition, the one on the inside. I don't think this has been used. There's no pin marks. There's nothing like that. Oh, and it says sleeve in like these little holes. So you can see there, that I think that's indicating the grain, the holes going down, or I could be wrong, because it's quite wonky. What does this mean? Some of you probably are watching and remember sewing patterns similar to this with the way that it's been designed, like the holes and the holes, so and the little weird things. So comment down below if you've ever sewn a pattern like this. I'd really love to hear from you. Remember that lightning zip is the most reliable slide fastener. Look for the name lightning stamped on the slider pull. Look at that, that's so funny. So yeah, it's literally a piece of paper that's just been folded to encase the patterning. So it's an envelope and an instruction book. But there's not many instructions. Oh, hang on. There are the key, there's like a key chart, sort of like the Tilly and Buttons version of a jargon buster. So 3 ovals together indicate place on the fold of material to avoid seam when cutting single material. A line of ovals indicate position of centre front or back or fold facing allowance, also pleats and darts. That is something else. That is making me very sweaty. Look at this instruction, so you can pause it here if you want to. That's crazy. This is literally like the history of sewing. And as you can see here, this is the layout for the fabric, and you can see each pattern piece with its indicated hole markers. This looks a bit like Morse code, if you want me to be honest. It doesn't look like a sewing pattern, it looks like Morse code. How did they sew in the wall? They had so much to do and then they had to sew with holes of Morse code. What is that? So here is another pattern. This one makes me laugh so much. This is the kind of thing that Debbie in the Addams Family would have worn. You know, she wore those crazy silk dressing gowns and stuff. But yeah, here it is, and they have funny slippers on. This is just hilarious. Look at the artwork, it's great. I think this might be American. Economy design. A nice dress. Well, I know what I'm making this Valentine's Day. So yeah, you can see they've got hair bows in different colours. They look like, you know, the 2 evil sisters or the ugly sisters in Cinderella, like Anastasia and Drizella. Yeah, they look like that. So I hope you enjoyed looking through with me my vintage pattern collection. I've already learned so much within just the course of this video about how people used patterns. It's kind of mind-blowing. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you, bye!